Okay, it's a great zechus to be here. This is a very important and historic site. This is the al-Azamah shul. Al-Azamah means Megurashim. We explained there were two main groups of Jews here in Morocco and in Marrakesh. You had the Toshavim, you had the settlers, people who had been here for centuries, native Moroccan Jews, and then you had the Megurashim. You had Jews who came here in 1492. If I were to ask you, which community do you think was more populous, more dominant, Toshavim or Megurashim? By far, Megurashim were the more influential group. They came primarily from Castile, not from everywhere in Spain. They came from Castile. That means they were almost like Ashkenazic Sfardim. Why do I say that? But they were from Sfarad, because their Rav was the Rosh. Their statement was, wherever the head goes, the body follows. Meaning, whatever the Rosh says, we follow. So already 1492, they're still following the Rosh against the Rambam and the Rif. 1500, they're still following the Rosh over the Rambam and the Rif. 1508, they're still following the Rosh, and then slowly they start to adopt, to also incorporate the psukim of the Rambam and the Rif. But if the Rambam and the Rif don't say something, they will always follow the Rosh. That's the Megurashim. The Toshavim, on the other hand, they're following the Rambam. Now, the Orachaim HaKadosh, Rabbi Chaim ibn Attar, in his commentary to Yoredeya, pre-Tayar, talks about the following machloikes that brewed for 40 years regarding, we mentioned this on the bus, if you have a sircha, if you have a scab on an area of the lungs, and you want to determine whether it's a treifa or not, the Megurashim had a leniency that they would blow up the lung, and they could look and see whether it's a treifa. The Toshavim would not rely on that. This was one of the big disputes. There was a Goin by the name of Rav Ga'ajin. Rav Ga'ajin was from the Megurashim. Nevertheless, he was machmer on this issue. So this was the shul of the Megurashim, which was the main community here in Morocco, Jews who came from Castile, who are following the Piskei Harash. So we're going to daven mincha here, and this is a shul that was used for hundreds of years, and all our tefillos, and is continuously used. So all tefillos should be niskabel, barachim, and baratzain.